That's off his new album Wham. Uh, I did a reaction video to this song. I really didn't like it, to be honest with you. But so you see the footage of this video. Apparently they shot this video in a rival gang territory. And since they shot the video, there's been a spike in crime amongst these two gangs, which ended in last summer. Uh, a young man two young men losing their lives. Two 13-year-olds.
Questions that the rap industry had, which is why did Lil Baby close 4PF? Did you know right after Lil Baby released his Wham album, news outlets would begin reporting Lil Baby's new album Wham was a rushed release due to a legal battle coming his way. Him closing 4PF was the first sign to this. As it was shared, Lil Baby reveals why he entered his record label 4PF, trying to avoid it being labeled as a street team.
First 4 Pockets Full had to come to an end. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. When you say of course, I mean, why you say of course?
Because it's the all shit that be going on. And I had to start learning that, like, other people's actions I could be held accountable for.
Right.
I ain't know all that at first. You know what I'm saying? I never would have went that route, but I ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Now that I know, I'd be a fool to just keep the same thing going. They trying to make something out of something that it ain't.
Right.
Like, if I got any kind of control of, hey, we're gonna switch that whole thing up. It ain't even just about the police, no, it's just period, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never was supposed to make my label something that I talk about.
As Lil Baby is...
And see, that makes a lot of sense when they saying that he rushed this album, because the album is not very good. I think he got one song in there that I like, just one, but... So... his whole theory is he's going to squash the whole label. He's going to go back to the drawing board, start from scratch, probably be more selective about who he deals with and whatnot, who he associates with the label, but it's really too late for that. The damage has been done. It don't matter if you blow it up. The damage been done. We got these two young guys that lost their lives, and there's no statute of limitations on that, so...
trying to cut any ties that he had to any people in 4PF that were maybe involved in the passing of these two young individuals. The feds already warned the public about Lil Baby's involvement in many Atlanta crimes on the news.
An in-depth investigation. Recent months, you've had 2 high-profile racketeering cases. There are going to be more.
Over the next 60 days, you'll see 2 more.
As DJ Academics even revealed the trap that the Atlanta DA Fani Willis has been placing on rappers in the area. As 1 week after she announced it, Lil Baby was arrested. It would be announced, Lil Baby was arrested on Monday for carrying a concealed firearm without a permit, and he was sent to the Clark County Detention Center where he was held on a $5,000 bail.
I need 20 bands, call the number for me. Hey, security, the black guy, call the number for me. Locking me up for but I got license. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. I swear to God, security. Security, I give you 200 bands a year. You don't make 200 bands here. Hey, leave, my check leave.
Now that's crazy. That's hard to turn down. I don't know if I can turn it down if I'm a security guard. I might have lost that job that night. But $5,000 bond, that's diabolical. You know, he probably got that in his pocket. 10%, he got to pay $500. He got that in his pocket. He probably got that in his sock.
19. Nah, check me good. I got to my nuts. Check me good. You on the camera? I got to my nuts. Check me good. I got to go. All right, y'all let me that car shoot myself dead. Y'all fired.
Many saw it as a warning from the Atlanta DA Fani Willis, as Lil Baby just so happened to get arrested a week later. However, it gets a lot deeper than this, and allow me to explain. Just 8 months ago, DJ Academics revealed on stream, while showing the literal evidence file of 4PF on the same RICO document that YSL and Young Thug was on.
I've heard 2 of them. Like, I've heard the 2 of them. They're like, yo, these are going first, then these are going first. I've heard the names. And I don't know if I should say it, Again, I got nothing to do with no investigation for nothing, whatever. But these are top rappers. Well, one's a top rapper. The other one, matter of fact, I'll do the segment without saying the name. I'll just say this. I believe you know who the obvious name is. They're in Atlanta. They go by three letters. They've been popping. One of the top, I would say, 3 rappers in the game.
But now in present day, with the YSL case being over, Academics was finally able to reveal everything, as Lil Baby's recent arrest seemed like he is having a massive warning for a RICO charge coming his way.
I'm gonna tell you some things that you're gonna have to take my word or don't believe it. It's fine. I don't care either or. When Fonnie Willis started targeting YSL, Fonnie Willis had a bunch of people to target. She wanted Thug. She got YFN. So she got YSL, YFN. Eventually, they were going to get to 4PF. That's one of the reasons they changed their names, by the way. Except, from what I heard, the feds told them, it's okay. We got it. So the feds told him, like, it's okay if you dismiss the charge. So they didn't go that hard with trying to get Dirk, especially after Von died. They dropped that case. They dropped it, but the feds has realized we gonna get Dirk eventually. You doing the math? You see why Lil Baby was moving the way he been? Because Lil Baby hasn't been on Fed watch. He's been on county state watch.
All the warning signs are there. It also answers the most popular question on why 4PF closed. The Atlanta DA wasn't successful with targeting Young Thug, making it very likely they're gonna be trying Lil Baby next. But how did this all begin? As a Lil Baby fan, it's important to know that 2 weeks into the YSL RICO trial, his best friend Gunna snitched out of the case on Young Thug.
And you have personal knowledge that members or associates of YSL have committed crimes in furtherance.
Yes, ma'am.
You were present when law enforcement officers stopped the vehicle in which you were present along with Jeffrey Williams, where an hydrant and a firearm were recovered. These items did not belong to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Then weirdly, just 1 week after Gunna snitched out of the YSL trial, Lil Baby was arrested for a random illegal window tint, with the official footage being released online.
And this is crazy too. So they feeling like Gunna kind of probably told some stuff to get Lil Baby, which he probably did. But right here, Lil Baby get pulled over. He get a ticket for the window tint. Then they say he got pulled over like right again by another cop that took him to jail. You just got the ticket. You ain't had time to make the adjustments. So they really didn't want him for window tint. They wanted him for something else.
Huh? Man, you know why
Hey, if you watching this, hit the like button. Quit playing with me.
before you open up these windows, they tinted. You can't see nothing
I'm a
out.
celebrity, man. Nobody can't see me. Give me my ticket. Let me ride.
I don't know what celebrity you
It
are.
don't matter. Just give me my ticket. Let me ride home. I can't have nobody seeing me right here. I'm gonna let my window up.
Oh yeah, you good, but you can't have that tinted window, man.
Alright, just give me
You
the
know-
ticket. Have a good day,
Who,
man.
now who are you? You say you
My name Lil Baby.
Okay, I just need you to sign right here, okay?
You got a pen?
827.
You don't be want to have these. You gotta have tickets in Atlanta. These folk crazy. I take a ticket, then somebody follow me home.
Put a 32.
Huh?
You can put a 32. If you got a medical exception, you can get the tint.
Making many believe that was his first warning that the feds are beginning to breathe down his back. The body cam footage would end up corrupting. In the footage, Lil Baby was left with a ticket. However, he would continue on driving down that same street, to which he would then be arrested by another officer for an illegal window tint. Many online commented that Lil Baby could have been arrested and treated poorly for the color of his skin, or it was a setup for one of Fannie Willis's officers to get him in jail. Thankfully, Baby flew out his lawyer on a private jet, leading into him getting bailed out that same night.
Yeah, that's diabolical right there. It's something bigger behind that. It ain't no window tint. The man put in jail. Never heard of somebody going to jail over just window tint. It's crazy. like they're getting in the same car.
With all of the recent arrests, Lil Baby feels like he's being targeted, likely from a former best friend who gave up information. This is why even when Young Thug was released from jail, he also went right after Gunna. Thug tweeted, "Wham, let's drop one on these rats," with the name Wham referring to Lil Baby, who's been firm on dissing Gunna the entire YSL trial, as Lil Baby responded to Young Thug on Instagram saying we should. The following day later, Thug followed it up with another tweet, first saying, "Gunna, stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you." This got the attention of Gunna and his brother, who would end up replying, "Trust and believe the feeling is mutual." But later that night, Thug would link up with T.I., posting an Instagram story where Thug clearly says that he is home and that he did it the right way, sneak dissing Gunna.
Hey man, what you got to tell these people?
Back. Back, Jack.
You feel me?
You did.
Hey man, ain't no cap in it.
No cap in my right.
You feel what I'm saying?
The right way.
It's time.
The right way, bro.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right way.
Yeah, that way.
Yeah.
And go tell that.
I remember that when I didn't think nothing of it. You know, I didn't know the whole ins and outs and outs and ins, but yeah, he probably was talking to Gunna. You know, thinking back on it the whole time, Young Thug been publicly like, I ain't got no problem with Gunna. I ain't got no problem with Gunna. You know, but we not stupid. I mean, on surface level, you would think he didn't have a problem with Gunna. But what he really doing is, if some shit happened to Gunna, it wasn't me. Because I ain't got no problem with Gunna. Yeah.
Emphasizing that he did it the right way out, T.I. even took his side. But there's one serious issue with sneak dissing Gunna. As pointed out by DJ Academics, the feds, they're one step ahead. They predicted all of this happening, which is why they gave him a plea deal out of prison. It was be announced, Academics speaks on Young Thug getting released. He says the stipulations are a setup for the court to try to put Young Thug back into jail, explaining how it's all a setup for Thug to eventually fail, go to prison for 20 years, but they also know that Lil Baby is gonna side with Young Thug in beefing with Gunna. The Atlanta DA would get both of them at the exact same time.
I know some of his fans think
So they pretty much let Thug free so he can get on Gunna top after Gunna done gave him what they wanted. First off, the man snitched. They got him on the news and everything snitching. That's diabolical in itself. But then they let they let Thug free so he can get on Gunna top so they can put him back in jail for good. It's a dirty game, boy.
he beat the case. He definitely didn't beat the case. Beat the case means you got no stipulations. The Young Thug thing is a win, but it's also a huge setup. If you gonna tell me that they're gonna monitor him on a probationary basis for 15 years, can't be in Atlanta, can't communicate with co-defendants or members, he can't rap about, he can't promote any music that has to do with what they believe is activity. Well, he's always gonna talk about him and his is doing his thing. They might consider that activity. He might be like, yo, me is like, yo, we going to the park getting lit. We going to the club getting lit. They might be like, oh no, you talking about it. So, we celebrating right now because I think we could all see, if you follow that trial at all, whether you're a fan of Thug or not, you can see the pain, you can see this was going through it. Like, he gained a lot of weight. Everybody knows Thug was not that weight, so we happy he got out, but we definitely got to be very cognizant of how it's going to play out.
But this is where it would get confusing. Obviously, Lil Baby is angry at the situation, as it rubbed Young Thug's father, though, the wrong way. He would tell Lil Baby to be quiet and to stop dissing Gunna.
And why is that? Why would the daddy care? That's because he know the game plan. Pops know the game plan. Lil Baby, shut your ass up so we can knock this nigga off in silence type shit. Allegedly. That's just what I see happening.
How do you feel about Lil Baby throwing that Gunna for his plea deal?
He need to shut the fuck up, cause he don't know what's going on. He's going off of what he heard. When have y'all went to a court date to support Slime, to support Jeffrey, to support Thug, however you want to name it?
However, Young Thug's father would not end there. He would end up revealing this about Gunna and how it has nothing to do with Young Thug or Lil Baby.
Courtney said, how do you feel about Gunna?
I love Gunna.
See, that's the thing. People don't understand the relationship. They got this thing saying that Gunna is a rat and he's done this and done that.
But see, let me try to help the attorney clarify that a little simpler. Gunna hasn't done anything whatsoever that can hurt us on this case. Period.
As Thug's father states, Gunna's plea deal didn't affect Young Thug or Lil Baby.
That's a pump fake. He hit you with the then he's gonna, yeah, okay. He's gonna lay
But
it
rappers
up.
in the industry had many different opinions. As 6ix9ine would be seen hopping on a Clubhouse call with Whack 100, explaining that Thug and Lil Baby's situation is now terrible due to what Gunna did. And he couldn't even be more spot on. Since this call, he's been arrested 3 times, as well as now being tied up in a case with 2 people passing away.
So me pleading guilty is only making it worse for my man. I'm saying I was there. Yes, I did it. I plead guilty. I am guilty. I am guilty. Anything you said in that courtroom is going to be used against your man, my man. That is over.
He just implicated YSL being so now he's home, right? All the people who's locked up, like Jeffrey, like Young Thug, now he can't go with that defense. He can't go with the defense of saying I'm a record label.
So what y'all thoughts on this whole situation? They got Lil Baby in jail, charging him with the slaying of 2 young men. We got Young Thug out free, allegedly ain't holding no grudges. Where they do that at? So what y'all think? How this gonna play out? That's what I'm wondering. Leave your comments down below. And if you made it this far, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.